Are you into men?
No, not at all. Anti. I get turned off by men.
Right.
But he would be turned on by if I had sex with an alpha and my alpha came on his face. Like
Yeah.
that would turn him on to like watch me having sex with an alpha and for like them to like basically like spit on him and
Right. But only
Whoa, hold
because
on, hold
no, but
on.
let me
Time
just
out. Time out. Time out. You would be turned on if a man has sex with her and then came on your face.
if it would make her happy.
What's good? This is Trappin Anonymous. My name is Chris Styles. Welcome back. I have a special interview for you today. I know you guys will be excited and thrilled to watch it. Do remember the stories that you hear today, or they do not necessarily reflect real life. They're here to entertain, educate, or just keep your little homie off the streets. My name is Chris Styles. This is Trappin Anonymous. Let's get it. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Uh, well, I'm happy you're here. Thank you for,
Likewise.
giving us the time and just getting to explore your world a little bit more and just get the education on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
My first question would probably be to, do we call him Slave?
Yes.
Okay. So my first question would be to Slave, why?
Um, why do I want to be a slave to this
Yes.
beautiful angel?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's just me.
Okay. So do you work? Do you have a job? I'm sure you have a lifestyle of your own.
Yeah.
Are you married?
He's a brain researcher.
A what?
A brain researcher.
You
He's
research
actually
brain?
really interesting, yeah.
Okay, so you research, you do research on brain.
Yeah.
So you know exactly how people think, and you see the connection I'm trying to make. So do you feel like something went wrong with you? Do you feel like something went right with you? What? How do you feel? What led you here?
Uh, this is exactly where I want to be.
At what age did you realize that this is something that you wanted to do?
I think pretty young, but there was no internet. I'm old. There was no internet when I was young. Uh, so, um, so I don't know. I mean, I was never aware of of others that there is a concept as a slave. I
Right.
just always knew that I want to be submissive to a beautiful woman. When I'm with beautiful women, I just want to be submissive. I enjoy her dominance. I enjoy her making fun of me, her mocking me, hurting me, whipping me, abusing me, using me. That's what I enjoy. That's all I enjoy. I don't enjoy the opposite. I don't enjoy having a submissive woman. Most, I don't know most, but many submissive women many women that I was always with were usually just submissive, and that's no fun for me. I don't enjoy being dominant. I enjoy serving. I enjoy treating
Turn the
my
TV on.
I
I'm sorry.
enjoy, yeah, I enjoy treating her like she means everything to me. I enjoy serving her, making her feel better. Uh,
So I would assume that maybe you were dating at one point, and some women love to walk all over men, try to spend up their money, treat them bad, and it started there. In my mind, no,
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 This goes back to this is starts with childhood trauma. So he
childhood.
yes. A lot of times I always ask my clients in sessions like how did you get into this? Like how long have you been in this? And a lot of times it has to do with trauma from childhood, like from their parents. Like for him, for instance, he said that he was beaten, almost killed by his parents. And that's why he's attracted to female dominance, because it comforts him.
That feels like
Right.
home.
Right. I actually, I mean, since we've been together, I've been thinking more about why some men are submissive, some women are submissive. So I came up with a theory that my father was a bully, and he used to bully me, but he used to also bully my mom, and I found it to be disgusting. I am disgusted by a dominant man and a submissive woman, because that's what I saw in my home, and it was extremely distasteful, to say the least. I hate it with a passion. When I see a dominant man and a submissive woman, it's nauseating. It's disgusting. It's totally asexual. Like, some men are dominant and it's porn, and I don't see it as porn. I just see it as disgusting. It's like totally asexual, completely not sexual.
That's where I think the trauma is.
Right.
Absolutely.
You could hear that he emphasizes how much he hates it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's almost become like this savior in reverse.
Exactly.
Like, if you could be so cruel as a man to a woman, I'm going to be the complete opposite of that.
Exactly. I'm trying to fix the universe in my mind. I'm trying to drive this feeling out of my mind, and I'll do anything to drive it away. I'm tearing now as I'm saying it. That's how correct you are.
It's interesting because we think about those dormant years as children, and how effective they are. And while something like your dad is abusing your mother, how this would lead to like sort of this lifelong thing where you're here.
Right. And it doesn't help. It's not like I'm practicing this and it changes anything. No. It's always the same. I always want to be used and abused. And I enjoy it. It's like getting a massage. It's like being told. I told her as we were driving. She called me stupid, and I started laughing so hard because I just enjoy. I just enjoy it so much when she calls me stupid, and she says I'm stupider than her puppy. I'm so happy when she says that.
Is this like,
That's how happy I am.
you have like this Joker laugh? Like, it sounds like the Joker sometimes. Like, so this, I don't know. I'm almost terrified by that, right? I'll tell you why. Because there's another side of that spectrum, right? Like, where you're extreme on one end, you'll probably be extreme on another end. Are you ever worried about your safety? Are you ever worried about, or do you trust him in his comfort that he provides to you? Do you, you know what I mean?
I mean, he doesn't even have my phone number. No, we only contact through Instagram.
That's it.
Yeah, and he only comes when he's summoned.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what kind of money can you make in this business?
He actually doesn't pay me. I just let him do my laundry for me and stuff because he just enjoys it. And whatever, why not? It's free labor. To be honest. But typically for sessions I do $250 an hour. Is average, yeah. $250 an hour.
Wow.
With some extreme cases, like for instance, tomorrow I have a session. Someone also paid me $1,000 to whip him 600 times with the bullwhip. It's only going to be an hour, but it hasn't been done since like 1982 or something like that. And he wants to I don't know, it's crazy. People have.
This is extreme. It's like an extreme sport, because that's a workout.
Well, yeah, for sure. But so for instance, that client. So what happened was he had a fiance, and they got in a fight, and she traveled on a plane back to Connecticut or something. He was in New York, and then she went back to Connecticut because they got in a fight, and her plane crashed, and he felt guilty for it. So now he wants to be abused by women. So
How long ago did that happen with him?
I don't know. I think within the past year or something.
Wow.
So now he looks for women to abuse him, and he devotes his life to just women in general. Like, gives all his money, anything. Like, he's literally just dormant because he's just so broken that his fiance passed after a fight. But it wasn't caused by the fight, but
I'm almost astonished by the parallel that the two have, where the trauma ignites this burning fire inside of them to become the opposite of what they feel like that instance created. You know what I
I
mean?
feel like it's a way of people trying to control things because you can think like, God forbid something happened to your someone in your family, like how enraged would you get? Like you could
Yeah.
like here you are this calm collected person, and then if someone hurts your family, you can turn a switch and be like a killer, you know?
Yeah.
Because like you don't know the amount of passion that you have inside you, and I feel like that can be triggered through trauma. Yeah.
Forgive me for saying this because I don't mean to insult you, but everybody will look at it and say, okay, what's wrong with him? Some people might look at you and say, what's wrong with you? That you would allow these things, that you would even do these things. Are you connected to some type of trauma?
Probably.
So what was your childhood like?
I never really thought about that. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it just started with making money, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's flattering having men worship you and want to like kiss the ground you walk on and pamper you, and they don't even know me at all. Like these people never even met me. They like DM me on Instagram, and I'm like, why do you love me? You don't know me, but
Right.
I'm like, okay, cool, yeah.
But you're an
You want
attractive
to pay me
woman.
to lick
You
my
know-
feet? Sure. Like,
You guys probably want to, buy you a drink, and they want to hold the door for you. They want you to come to the parties. They want to be around you. You know what I mean? So like that sort of attention isn't new for you.
no, but I mean, it's entertaining. Like, yeah, I'll take advantage of it. Fuck yeah, why not?
Okay. Yeah, no, because I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it, but it's just like, in order for him to exist, you have to exist, and there is a relationship in a sense that's happening here. Even though you are dominating him, you're still in some sort of a relationship with him because you have to be around him. He has to be around you. He gets that time with you. You know what I mean? That process is still happening.
Okay.
But like if even if she before she was in my life, I mean, the porn that I watch is this porn. I just watch men being abused by women. This is the only thing that's interesting to me as porn.
So this gets you off.
Yes, definitely.
You don't actually have sex.
I do,
No, it's me.
not with her.
No, I didn't assume so.
But it is my fantasy to one day marry her and be with her.
Do you feel like that would actually happen?
Yes, I mean, it's my plan.
Is there a chance in hell?
No. No.
Like not even close.
No.
There's like nothing that could possibly happen on this earth that would, if he was the last guy on earth, the very, very last guy on earth, and there was like no one else that you could possibly be with, would he have a chance? Oh shit. All right.
I think most women are just naturally submissive, like just submissive creatures, and I'm just attracted to dominant men. So this doesn't attract me.
How did you meet?
He DM'd me on Instagram, asked if he could be my slave, and I was like, I don't know you. Can you, like, I'm like, how do I know that you're safe? So he like sent me his license. He sent me all this personal information. I'm like, do you want to do my laundry? And and he was like, yes, please. So like he came over and he did my laundry, and I'm like, she did a shitty job, so whatever. He came again another time to try to do better, and he still sucks to this day at doing laundry, but I mean, I don't have to do it, so so
Is this a role that you're in? Or do you really like feel this way?
I don't know if that's a trick question.
You
This
know,
is real
because-
life. This is like my real life.
Yeah, no, because
I have like a real job, like a 10 to 6 job.
What do you do?
I'm an interior designer.
Okay.
Yeah. But like, when I was in between jobs, like during COVID, I lost my job, and then I was waitressing and bartending, and then I found on Craigslist a dungeon was hiring for a dominatrix. I didn't know that it was. It's just that like females wanted for like modeling, and like they'll pay you to like model their clothes or whatever. So I thought it was that, and then I meet the guy downtown, and it ends up being a dominatrix job, and I'm like, well, as long as no one touches me, I guess.
I'm cool.
I mean, the money, whatever, why not? Yeah. So like $250 an hour, I'm like, all I have to do is just kick these people. Like, what? Like, it was really weird and really traumatizing at first. Like, the first couple of months, it was like really mind fucking. Like, seeing these like grown ass men like naked on the floor being humiliated, jerking off to literally being on a dirty floor. It's creepy and weird.
He looks like he's in heaven as you're explaining. Like as you're explaining it, like I see the pure joy in his face. But yeah, so you go to this dungeon, and you know,
I used to work. Yeah, I stopped working for the dungeon a few months ago because the owner's a creep.
oh, what happened with the owner?
He's just a creep. He took half of our money, and he used to try to get us to dom him for free.
He's into it as well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't do the extreme stuff as he asked some of the other girls, but he. I mean, I don't know. I don't know like how public this is and stuff like, or how personal.
Hey, let it fly.
His thing was enemas.
What's that?
Enemas. Um, it's like a bag of water that you like put up your tush, and it makes you go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And that was his fetish. I mean, I've never done it to him, but he used to have the other doms do that to him.
They would shove a bag of water up his ass, and he would shit.
It's humiliating, and that's what got.
It's like you lose control. I mean, that's one of my fantasies. Like that's one of the types of porn that I watch. The animals.
I didn't even know that existed.
I know.
Because you lose control of pooping. You have to poop, and you can't hold it in. And so you're like a little baby. You're like out of you lose control. It's like and she controls you. It's fantastic.
You love losing control
For sure. To a beautiful woman.
to a beautiful woman.
Right. I'm very controlling in my life of everyone around me. But around her, I'm her little puppy.
So this brain researcher, sort of explain to me what you do, what your role is at work.
I can't because I'm trying to be anonymous.
Of course.
That's the first thing. Second thing, it's mostly top secret. So I can't even.
What's top secret? This or the brain?
Brain
What he's
research.
doing, yeah.
Brain research is top secret.
He doesn't work for anyone. What he's doing, he's trying to produce something that's not made yet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What? You're changing the world and you're sitting here.
He's sitting here on the floor in Brooklyn, like voluntarily.
Yo, what? This is not gonna be like a chip for like Elon Musk that's gonna like, you know, kill us all.
Not with
You're not
that.
trying to kill everybody, right?
No.
Oh, there's no killing.
No.
If everything works out, then I will take over the world. That's my plan.
If everything works out, there's gonna be like a movie on like the slave whose real plan is to
Right.
take over the
Right. In my mind.
take over everyone else.
Right. In my mind, I plan to take over the universe. But when I'm with her, then I'm nothing.
Is this a forever thing?
Yeah.
How does this relationship stop? Like how does it end? I think about that, right? But like what if you see another beautiful woman? And what if you see someone else that sort of makes you feel what she made you feel? How do you break up this relationship, or how do you leave, or is that a thing? Do you think about that?
She kicked me out of her life multiple times. And yeah, but it's like with any woman, you just have to find a way back. So it's always a struggle. Every time she summons me to show up to do my chores, it's a delight, but it's a surprise because the last time she was extremely unhappy and she again kicked me out of her life. So every time I'm being called back into her life. It's terrific.
I think about. I'm sorry, man. This is unlike any conversation I've ever had. So forgive me. You said that you still have sex with other women.
Yeah.
Do they know that you're into this, or is this like a secret of yours?
I tell them that I'm submissive. I break it to them slowly, but they don't know to what extent.
Do you ever think that one day, if she does give it to you, that this would end? Because it's like you're almost enthralled with the
No.
chase. What if you actually get it?
It will not make a difference. in my fantasy, I will be the best husband that she could hope for, which is a slave.
But how do you know? Because you just saw her on Instagram, you know, and you just saw her and you said she's beautiful, and you know this is what I'm going to do. So how do you know that she was the one, or is this a role that you're
No,
playing?
there's no role. This is who I am. Everything else is the role.
That's very interesting. But how did you know that she was the one?
I mean,
Like if you ask me about my fiance, I would tell you like why I feel like is the one for me. You know what I mean? Why do you feel like she was the one for you by just an Instagram picture?
she's just. There's no answer. I don't have an answer. I mean, she's just incredibly beautiful. I just, I love spending every minute that I can with her. Like we drove to this place. It was fantastic. For me, it was exhilarating. We were laughing, talking sometimes. I just enjoy every second I have with her.
Hey man, sounds like you owe me. Oh, so what I wanted to tell you is you feel like, or you are in control of him. Do you ever feel like he's in control of you?
No,
Because he's getting everything that he wants,
no, he doesn't get anything that he wants.
but that's what he wants. You get what I'm saying?
No, that's not true.
He would love it if I would choke him. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna do that because I know that he would like it. He would love it if I would like physically hurt him, and I don't do it because he's just not worthy of it.
I would love her also for her to tell me that she loves me and then choke me and then tell me that she hates me. I mean, there's many things I want and I get nothing. She just, it's minimal. What I get is minimal.
Do you get jealous when she has to work with other men?
No.
Like she's going to do this other session tomorrow?
I'm helping her as much as I can. My fantasies, my fantasies are one woman with multiple men. That's my fantasy. That's what I fantasize about. If
Are you joking?
no, like for me to have two women simultaneously, that's asexual. Like if I'm banging a chick and there's another chick, that's not sexual. Like I need to, but if it's multiple men and a chick, that's sexual. Like the woman, she has to get all the attention. Like it goes back to dominance. One man and two women, so he's dominant. That's disgusting. But one woman with multiple men, then she's dominant. That's sexual.
Are you into men?
No, not at all. Anti. I get turned off by men.
Right.
But he would be turned on by if I had sex with an alpha and my alpha came on his face. Like that would turn him on to like watch me having sex with an alpha, and for like them to like basically like spit on him and
Right. But only because
hold on,
no,
hold on.
but let me
Time
just
out. Time out. Time out. You would be turned on if a man has sex with her and then came on your face.
if it would make her happy. I would do anything, literally anything to make her happy. So if it would make her happy to watch me get turned on by a guy coming on my face, then yes.
I'm being extreme here, but what if she says, I want you to kill yourself? Are you going to kill yourself?
In my fantasies, yes, that's my fantasy, to die in her hands. That's the choking thing. Like I want her to kill me. That's my fantasy. That's how worthless I am. How worthless I want to be.
Okay. You seem to really get a kick out of this.
I'm not homicidal at all.
No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I don't think we'll be reading any stories about how, he dies. No. But
Not by me.
are you seeing someone? Are you in a relationship? Do you see
I'm not currently in a relationship, but I am dating men. I have been in relationships since I've known him.
and you go on dates, and do you ever tell them about this?
I have to kind of softly mention that I have slaves because he's not my only slave.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's not the most useful slave. But anyways, it's hard to date having this in my life, but at the
Absolutely.
same time, like when money is hard, and I'm getting my laundry done for free, and I'm getting my chores done for free, and I can go on dates, and someone else, I come home and my house is clean. Why wouldn't I? I just have to just figure out a way to explain that to normal people and
Yeah.
for people not to like be like, what?
Is there a way, or is there a time that you envision where he's not in your life?
I don't want him. I hate him.
Come on, don't.
I really, he's, I mean,
You
I
like.
let him do my laundry because right now my better slave is in Florida. His house burned down.
How many slaves do you have?
I have two. I mean, I have a bunch of my like DMs trying to,
Right.
but like it takes like I want to trust them because
Right.
I don't want people strangers in my house.
Right.
But I have a really great one
Right.
that he's 26 years old. He lives in Brooklyn actually.
Oh,
But
wow.
his house just burned down, so he went to like back home to Florida until November. So he's doing my laundry temporarily.
Is marriage a part of your game plan in life?
Not with this. I would I would like marriage with
Right.
like a man.
With an alpha male. And how does that make you feel?
I feel alpha. I am alpha. In my life, I am completely alpha. I look at everybody else in my life as worthless, except for her. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm her perfect man.
Are your parents in your life still?
Yes.
And they don't know about this.
No.
Your friends don't know about this.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
No. Only you know.
Wow. I feel special. It's like she gets disgusted every time you like laugh. It's kind of weird. What's the wildest request that you've ever had?
Scalpel.
What?
Someone's asked me to cut their penis with a scalpel, and I won't do that because I'm not trained in that. It's very dangerous, and I don't even want to entertain it.
There's a training for that?
I mean, I don't know how to do it. There should be a training for that. I'm not putting a scalpel towards anyone's skin or
What?
penis specifically. Yeah, that was.
Is that something you would enjoy?
Yes, I would enjoy getting my penis cut off by her completely. Absolutely. That's a fantasy.
As a fantasy. Not a reality.
If it would happen in reality, I would get off, but I would lose my penis. So, yeah. So it's a one-time fantasy reality. But yeah, it's terrific.
No, when a client asked me for that, he actually had scars on his penis already from other dominatrixes doing that. So they just slit like slices in his penis to make him bleed to like for the pain, I guess. I don't know
What
what
was
the
the
fetish
most
is with that. What's the most extreme thing that I've done?
Yes. And what was the most money you've made from?
A session?
Yes.
Probably a 4-hour session, 1,500. But this session Monday, tomorrow, 1 hour for $1,000 for the 600 whips. So that would beat it, yeah.
And so the most extreme thing that you actually did.
This one guy, he's like 70 years old. He's on a
What?
He's like 70 years old.
Oh, wow.
He's on a pacemaker. Typically, the older they are, the more extreme they are because they've already had so much experience. So like nothing kind of phases them anymore. They always want more and more and more extreme.
Of course.
I've put a liquor bottle up his ass. I've put cigarettes out all over him and inside of his ass. Like singed off his ball hairs with a lighter. What else?
How much is he paying for that?
Gagged him and then put that inside of his mouth. Oh, I put the liquor bottle that was in his ass into his mouth after. Yeah. How much was he? That was and he just kept wanting more, but he's on a pacemaker, so we have to go. He hired 4 DOMs for I think 5 hours or 6 hours, whatever it was that day. So it was very extreme. We took like an hour break, and then we had to like take like water breaks because he's old and stuff like that. But like obviously he like wants more extreme, but we have to be careful with him because I'm not trying to kill anyone.
Are you ever like grossed out by like?
Yeah, of course, it's disgusting. I'll wear like latex gloves and stuff like that. I'm not touching that.
But he's paying. But is he paying well? Like, or is he just decent?
I mean, I got $1,500 that day. To me, it was worth it. I mean, well, to me, might not be the same as well to you.
Of course, of course. Wow. Is this guy like married?
No, that person is not married. No, he's yeah.
Culturally, do you see like this with a lot of white guys, or do you see a lot of black guys sometimes? Do you Spanish guys, Jews? What?
Being in New York, I get a lot of mixed, but predominantly white men, I would say. It's actually becoming more popular now with the younger guys too. So now it's like 20 to 40 years old. Like younger kids like experimenting and stuff like that because now they saw like Julia Fox and that kind of stuff. So it's becoming more exposed. So they're like, oh, let me try it. And like guys in finance, they make stupid money. So they're like, have nothing else to do with their money. So like, they'll spend it on strippers, but they can get strippers all day. So then they're like, let's try new. What's the next extreme? What's the next extreme? So they'll like play with it and stuff like that.
Have you met celebrities?
Two. I can't disclose
Okay.
that. I'm sorry.
Are they like super popular, or are they like B-list celebrities?
Everyone in this room would know two of them, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. And as far as
I could tell you not on the camera.
Okay, yeah.
If I can say something about it's called I call people call this the rabbit hole, that you look for more and more extremes. So I can tell you about me. I'm not looking for more extremes. I mean, that's me. I'm just accepting and discovering my extremes, but it's still me. It was always me. I mean, porn, I think, helps discover this rabbit hole. It's inside you. Porn makes so many things available, so many options, so many experiences, virtual experiences, simulations available that you can try. Okay, let me look at this porn where a girl cuts off a guy's dick, and does that excite me? Yes, no, and I
that
can.
exists?
Oh, for sure. I mean, animations usually, 3D
Oh, okay.
animations and stuff, and pictures and art,
Right.
a lot of art.
You research the brain. You know a lot about how dangerous these rabbit holes can be.
I don't agree they exist.
You don't
I mean, the
agree-
rabbit hole exists. The rabbit hole is in your mind to begin with. You're just discovering the rabbit hole. It's not. People think that porn is the rabbit hole and you go down, you go tumbling down. No, the rabbit hole is in your mind and you're just finding out this rabbit hole. You're discovering all the, all the tiny holes inside this rabbit hole, but it's inside you and it's self-discovery. Porn is just self-discovery, and the rabbit hole is self-discovery, and I think it's very important. That's my opinion. No, because she said that because guys in finance, you said guys in finance make stupid money and they have nothing else to do with it. And they
It was just more and more extremes because they just like desensitize themselves, I guess.
Well, you know that she needs money. Why don't you give her money?
If I mean, I would give her everything I can.
So why don't you?
I will. I let her drive my car last night. That's
Because he sucks at driving. So I had to drive myself to my friend's house because he sucks at driving. And he didn't let me drive your car.
Do you have kids?
I'd rather not disclose personal information. It's too dangerous for me. I love kids in general. I'm very good with kids.
But absolutely nobody knows.
Thank God this man did not reproduce.
Give me a second, guys.
I'm like a super nanny with kids. Like,
Because he's like super submissive. So he's like good with my puppy and stuff. Like he'll get on the floor and like roll around with my puppy.
And he probably loves it.
My dog loves it.
It's a little weird, but but the dog loves it.
Doesn't know any better.
Fucking crying.
no, like with kids, I'm very controlling, but to such a degree, you can give me the worst kid in the world that misbehaves, the worst behaving kid in the world. In seconds, in my hands, he'll become a soldier and enjoy it. I know how to control, especially kids. Like,
You know how to control kids?
yes. Like when I spend time with kids, they immediately start doing chores. There's no other option. And they enjoy it.
What do you think it is about you that gets them to be obedient?
I'm super smart. I know how to make anyone do whatever I want.
Like her.
In a certain sense, I guess. But I shouldn't say that.
I
No,
don't
but
know, I'm asking you.
I guess, yes. In a certain sense, yes. I'm
Taking advantage of her.
in a certain sense, yes. But it's a perfect fit because she enjoys me worshiping her. I enjoy worshiping her, so
No, you just do my chores. That's it. That's it.
I
That's just chores. That's all you can do.
no, but I worship you in my
I don't
mind.
enjoy that.
No, but I enjoy worshiping you. I mean, that's right. You enjoy, but you enjoy me taking care of you, taking care of.
No, I just
your-
want my laundry done.
Okay.
And then if you're gonna give me your money, that would be cool too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a real test of like how loyal you are. Like, give her your money, give her some. You know, don't just have her just do her laundry. That's child's play.
My plan from the minute I met her, I started thinking, how am I going to make her money? How am I going to have her make more money? How can I help her make more money? So the next thing was okay to get her on YouTube on Alex's show and here. I'll do anything to help her become internet famous because that's one way of making a lot of money and getting more clients.
Is that a dream of yours?
No, I don't really care about that.
He's completely disconnected from like where you.
He's disconnected from. He's in outer space. He's an alien.
Yo, this is Trappin Anonymous. My name is Chris Stells. Let's get